What's up, YouTube? This is Primetime James Thomas coming at you with another video. And for today's video, I want to talk about Bron Breaker and how he has been booked since he's been drafted to Monday Night Raw. But before I get into this video, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and don't be afraid to share the video as well. And if you want to donate to the channel, you can donate to the Cash App, PrimePod313. Again, PrimePod313. It'll be greatly appreciated. You donate $1, $2, $3, $5, $10. It doesn't matter. Any donation will greatly be appreciated for the sake of the channel. And yeah, so Bron Breaker. Bron Breaker, for those who may not know, he is the son of Rick Steiner, the nephew of Scott Steiner. So he's a part of the Steiner bloodline. And he's been drafted to Monday Night Raw. Now, it's been highly talked about that he has been one of WWE's top prospects for quite a while now. And there's highly speculation that this is going to be WWE's next guy after Roman Reigns decides to hang it up. That this is going to be the guy that Roman Reigns is going to pass the torch to. And I got to say, when it comes to Bron Breaker, I've been liking what I've been seeing out of his main roster run so far. They've been building him like an absolute killing machine ever since he showed up. I kind of like the fact that they've been telling the story with him that one, he came in upset, angry right off the rip that he was not put in the King of the Ring tournament. And ever since they did not let him in the King of the Ring tournament, they've been putting him in these squash matches. And Bron Breaker views that as disrespect. Bron Breaker views being put in squash matches with these talents, these local talents that he knows doesn't belong in the ring with him, are nowhere near his caliber. He views that as disrespect, and he just goes out there and completely destroys them within seconds. And he was so mad to the point that he literally tried to end someone's career. And that's really all Bron has been doing. It's just been destroying people. One show, he just randomly speared Ricochet through some equipment backstage. He's been just randomly attacking people. Dragging off has been one of them. And Adam Pearce is telling the story with Bron, is that, look, I'm not trying to. Basically, what Bron Breaker's saying, you can't control me. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. And Adam Pearce was like, look, I ain't trying to control you, bro. I'm just trying to, you gotta play by the rules. You can't just be going out there just attacking random people just for the hell of it. And the booking with Bron has been fantastic. It kind of reminds me of how WCW booked Scott. When Scott first broke away from Rick, and Scott had that, pretty much had the roid rage gimmick where he was just coming out, saying whatever he wanted, do whatever he wanted, beating up random people. He was just this uncontrollable beast that you just could not control. During the dying days of WCW from 99 to 2000, Scott Steiner was one of the highlights of that era, where he was just someone you didn't know what he was going to say, what he was going to do, and he was going to destroy somebody. That's what this kind of reminds me of. Now, of course, in today's climate, Bron cannot say nearly a third of the things Scott was saying on Monday Night Nitro back in the day. But I love how they're kind of keeping that tradition of the hothead Steiner attitude. Now, they never, I don't know if they acknowledge the fact that he's a Steiner. I mean, they changed his name Bron Breaker because I believe that he wanted to kind of just, carve his own way. He didn't want to just live off the Steiner name, which I could respect. I could respect that. But there hasn't really been a mention that he's related to Scott or Rick. So I would kind of like to kind of just mention it a little bit, kind of go off the family history that the Steiners are known for having, very short tempers. They're very athletically gifted, but they have very short tempers. Like when people think of Scott and Rick, Scott Steiner, they think of, the huge muscle up body. But people forget that. Look up Scott Steiner in the early 90s. That man was so athletically gifted. The Frankensteiner is probably one of the sickest finishing moves of all time. You wouldn't think that Scott Steiner was that athletically gifted. And of course, the story about the Steiner brothers and the University of Michigan and how they dominated amateur wrestling back then. It's legendary. Shout out to MG. But I kind of wish we would kind of just bring that along about his family history. But if you want to carve his own way and not mention the family, hey, I respect it. But I've really been digging what they're doing with Bron, and if this is how they're gonna book Bron, now he's coming across as a heel, but with how cool they've been making Bron look, how badass they've been making Bron look, he's already starting to get over with the chain. The hoo, hoo, hoo. He's all like, you start to hear that. You're starting to hear that in the crowd every time he comes out. He's already starting to get over. If they keep doing this with Bron, then it's going to be clear as they have their neck. They have their guy. They have their guy in Bron Breaker. And it's obviously going to be a slow build with him, which is the right way to go. I could definitely see him by this time next year. I could definitely see him being either Intercontinental Champion, and I could damn sure see him start to wrestle for the World Heavyweight title. Absolutely. And I obviously I could damn sure see him. He's gonna be a WrestleMania main eventer. There's going to be no doubt. Bron Breaker will be a WrestleMania main eventer. He's probably going to main event 5-6 in a row. But yes, I dig what they're doing with Bron. I'm looking forward. It looks like he's going to start feuding with Dragunov, which those matches are going to be fucking insane. The matches he's probably going to have with Gunther, for the World Heavyweight title is going to be insane. But of course, eventually, if him and Roman ever cross paths, that will be, that could be Roman's, passing the torch Roman. Because let's be honest, folks, Roman is not going to be here forever. And honestly, this is going to be a hot take. Within the next 5 years, and I'm not saying I some inside source anything, but this is my prediction. Within the next 5 years, it would not shock me if Roman and Seth Rollins, are probably going to retire. It would not shock me if in the 5 years those two are not in the company anymore. So you're going to have to start building these new young cats that are coming in. There's a plethora of them that's coming up. You got the Bron Breakers of the world. Got Carmelo Hayes. Trick Williams going to start coming up soon. Oba Fetty's about to start coming up soon. There's a great class of talent that's starting to come up through the ranks that you need to start building now because, like I said, the Romans and the Seths, and the AJs and all of them, they're not, they're at the tail end of their run. The tail end of their run. So now you have to start building the next generation, which I'm very much looking forward to. And the next generation is going to start with Bron Breaker. And I dig Bron Breaker. I dig the push he's given. I'm looking forward to seeing his rise within the WWE. Let me know your guys' thoughts. How do you guys feel about Bron Breaker? Do you guys see him as the next top guy for WWE? And do you guys look forward to seeing his run in WWE? Do you guys he will be the guy that Roman Reigns will pass the torch to? Let me know your guys' thoughts. Hit the like, subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.